It's May 22nd. It's about 6:36 a.m. Pacific time. A very, very slow morning thus far. Probably attributed to the FOMC minutes that are coming out later this afternoon. It's very typical to see a slow morning. Even pre-market was very, very slow. This is cash open. We're about, it's only about 6 minutes into it, but it's still very lethargic. So let's go ahead and get started with the intro. What you're looking at is the daytradr Jigsaw platform. These are order books, price ladders. There's 5 products here. Moving from left to right is the Ultra Bond. It's the 30-year bond. Right here in the middle is the 5-year T-Note. Here's the 10-year right here, which is primarily what we focus on. And then all the way over here on the right is the E-mini S&P, which should work as an inverse correlator to these products over here. Just real quick before we keep going, we have a good amount of absorption here at 9 level. About 13,000 versus 7,000, and that didn't include the 4,000 that just popped up, so it was about 13 to 3 at that point. So normally I don't trade in the first 10 to 15 minutes of cash open, but because this is so slow today, I'm willing to make an exception. Similar to yesterday when there was massive absorption, and that happened during the first few minutes, first 10 minutes or so, cash open. And it was also a slow day. And that would have panned out. So just got sidetracked there real quick, but I just want to let you know that the basis for entry here on this trade, if I do get filled, there we go, got the fill. Gonna scale out back up into the highs if we get there. Risk reward here is pretty decent. If we get down to 06, we're definitely wrong. So we'll see what happens. So let's look really quick at the overnight. This is probably the only time we'll look at a chart today. It's going to be no charts here for the most part. So we kind of went sideways, dipped down, kind of oscillated around the center point, and then right just before, about 2 hours before cash open, no, that's a little bit earlier. Anyway, we kind of ramped up and we broke this level, and then we kind of been trading sideways here ever since. Real quick look at the calendar. We're looking at Wednesday here. Again, really nothing. A couple of Fed speakers are going on right about now, or about a half an hour, and then we have FOMC minutes at 11 a.m. our time. So check on our trade here. Got 19,000. Looks like they try to take it again. So if you can get a good handle on evaluating context in these when trading, it'll lead to that's kind of your edge, I guess. People talk about having an edge in trading, and that's sort of an edge in my opinion, as far as having a level of confidence beyond basically the skill of reading the tape, because that is a skill. But evaluating context and being able to take certain trades at certain times is kind of an art, I guess. So continuing with our intro, sorry, I just had to pause there just to take a look. So we obviously the overnight low would be an area of interest. You have the current high, which is yesterday's high. We'd look for a short there. And then obviously we took this trade mid-range, but that shelf is pretty substantial. It's tough to pass up on something like that. So it was pretty obvious absorption. You can see it here in the prints. Just gotta make sure we continue to push up. Watch these offers. Excuse me. Want to see those start to pull off when we hit up into them. So far, nothing. Okay, there we go. It's starting to pull off. 2,300 off. 4,000 off. So we got our first scale out. Two scale out. We're down to left with two contracts, and then we got filled. So that's pretty much exactly what you're looking for. Now we're going to look for a short to short this thing back down. Same thing applies. We want to see some big sell orders come through. We also want to see this this number build up quite a bit over here if buyers do try to take it higher. Basically want to see them put up a roadblock right here. The other thing to kind of pay attention to as far as evaluating context is the ES just pushed off the lows there. It bid up, a couple points, and you really saw no reaction here in these products. It's a small clue, but it is a clue. You got the 5-year down 2 ticks already. Sometimes the 5-year is a precursor to the 10-year. Yeah, I don't know if buyers are quite done with this one yet. So we can only get basically 1 tick above the previous high. We've had some decent size come through, pushing back on this. That's across the board. Some decent size here, 16. Getting a little volume profile developing. 5 years got a shelf going. Actually, from what I've seen, the 10-year has been a little bit more volatile than the bond market lately. You can still see the bids and offers reacting to each other and to what the S&P is doing. Oof. Big order came through in the 5-year. That was a big bid up here. This needs to start pulling off. Let's hit down in here. Pushing the highs in the ES. So far, no reaction over here. That's not good. They're just waiting for it to drop back in so they can push this thing higher again. I'm tempted to just cover this for exactly that reason. Unless they start hitting down. There we go. Come on. Start piling on. Come on. Context, I don't like, I mean, when the ES pushes new highs, this thing should be attacking down. Nothing happened over here in the bonds. We got one extra tick in the 5-year. So I'm just going to move that to break even, just in case they try to pop this thing up higher. There we go. We're getting some push down over here in the bonds. Not pulling off on the bid yet. See, bonds are back up to the highs. The 30-year. I just can't do it. Maybe this is even pumping up. 5,000, 5,400. Screw it, just take one tick. I didn't like what was shaping up there. It's just not what you want to see. I think I was lucky to get that one tick, at least on that trade. And I was having back spasms last night and this morning. So I woke up and I took a muscle relaxer and it's starting to kick in. So I'm going to stop everything I'm doing right now and just go relax. Trading while high is not a good idea, or whatever this is. So I'm going to stop the video. I'll see if I can edit this thing later today and get it posted. That's all I got for now. Good luck, everybody. See you tomorrow.